Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Prophecy in another round. In the next round, this time the final journey of the martyr, enter the stronghold of Fabius Bile. And I of course ain't certain what's going to happen. As I said many times before, I don't precisely remember much of the campaign, although it has nothing to say about the campaign. Important. Into the Maw of Madness. After I found the Crown of Emptiness, the ancient artifact that will help the Alpha Pariah control and channel her unique abilities, I convened a gathering of Inquisitors and the Alpha Pariah to make a decision about our course of action regarding the Dark Nexus and Fabius Bile. Important. We decided to deal with Fabius Bile first. He has an unholy laboratory in an Imperial Star Fort that has slowly succumbed to the miasmic deluges of the Dark Nexus, and which harbors countless minions of Nurgle. So let's see.
So, it has come to this. We are in the tainted fortress of the primogenitor that even his own traitorous brothers despise and fear. That's what I was expected to say, right?
I find your increasing cynicism slightly troubling.
Okay, it's just skin, I thought. I thought what was the body?
The Plague Marines are Bile's personal guards. Someone is trying to make our mission either easier or even more complicated. The Drakari here.
Barak was right. Traitor is here. We must kill the Inquisitor.
I am not a creature.
Okay, she is doing a ton load of damage, which is helping out. I, for a second, was thinking we are doing damage, but I was a little bit wrong. We are, I think, the weakling here. Oh well, we are doing a ton of damage actually. Although two Incubus might be troublesome, or you know, two of them, just two of them.
I understand now. The Drakari only attacked Bile's fortress because they were certain that you would be here.
Uther expected that. He always thought that the Eldari factions would be after me. It was one of the many reasons he kept me on a ship monastery.
They were following Bile's steps all the way to keep track of you. They must be desperate to capture or kill.
Some abomination crawling out of the webway will not frighten me anymore, Inquisitor.
I would rather say capture than kill, since probably they wanna use her for their good and maybe even get not something out of her, but to recreate that. I could imagine that, since they are Dark Eldar, or they just wanna torture her. I don't know, but that we will not probably and hopefully not find out. So let's see.
How are you faring down there, Inquisitor?
There have been some developments, like the Drakari Marauders and Bile's scum killing each other without mercy.
And there goes the last trace of my guilt for being on watch duty on my ship.
For a while, I suspected that the Dark Eldars were working for me, but that is not the case.
Obviously not. The Dark Eldar will never bow their heads before anyone else, no matter how powerful.
Okay, Scourge taken down, and we have a clue. After we have taken down the Succubus, now she's on herself, yes, all by herself, and with the Alpha Pariah we have a little bit of help here, so we should have not as much problem as in the last episode. Actually, so the clue. Dear brothers in Violence, our patience has been tested profoundly since we left the blessed gardens of Bubunicus. We were blind and foolish. Bile used our own devotion against us. I must admit that the new self-mutating strain of Etherpox was a gallant offer indeed from him, a gift worthy for the grandfather. So we followed this wretched clone, and we remained patient again and again. We kept our temper when he denied our vengeance. upon the corpse. Emperor's Leckery, we were patient when he let the martyr slip away from us. We did nothing when he used our brothers as bait in the cursed hive of Cascada. We were silent when he defiled his blessed fort and... this blessed fort. And sent our never-born friends back to the warp with experiments. But I have I have lost my patience. You shall know that this bile serves only one master, himself. The Alpha Pariah is not a weapon against the Imperium. It is an ancient aberration to desecrate the untamed sea and consume our dark gods. I was blind to this truth, but Goth, may his soul proliferate in blessed agony, finally opened my eyes. The Anathema Ultima shall not be born. Be ready to strike on my command. Once we repel these Trukari jackals, the primogenitor's alertness, will wane. That's the time when we strike, crush this failed specimen. Somehow he's capable of drawing power from their flesh. I will invite a friend or two from the other side. Luckily the Dark Nexus has already shredded the vial. Here soon the new eye will open and the time of maggots will be upon the Imperium, but first we must break this humiliating chains. So I actually did walk, of course, in the wrong.
Do you feel a constant, horrible sensation? Like walking in the nightmare of an insane mind?
The proximity of the Dark Nexus plays tricks on me. And, by the way, that was a very poetic.
If you spend your waking hours in laboratories and meditation chambers, books become your best friends. You know, Uzo was not entirely a monster. Still, I wish I could have faced him like I will face Bile soon.
Well, let's see. I expect a Kronos or a Talus here. Or not? Was I that wrong? Or what? Or is it a Incubus? I don't even see the enemy I need to see to focus on. But I see it's an Incubus. Okay, so not that much of a problem if our elf... Okay, she's helping out. Nice. I want to say she ain't helping out, but she is. Bring him down, please, please, please. Okay, I'm, as you obviously see, walking in the blind, but we might be at the point.
She is. Kill the monkey and take that creature.
I will enjoy watching you try.
You might have defeated my brother, but you should fear me.
Your brother? That was the bug we found crawling on our ship? He didn't put up much of a fight.
She is right. You'd be better off fleeing and finding someone weaker in your dark city to torture.
I don't want to torture her. Believe it or not, I am willing to forfeit pleasure for a greater goal. The Whispering God will have the Anathema Ultima. She will be devoured, and our time will come.
Not on my watch.
Oh yeah. So this is going to be a tough battle right now. As you can see, we are already down not only in HP, but in inoculators. And I, of course, walked into the right spot there, with being losing our suppression resistance there. Very, very cute and nice, and very, very thoughtful. But if we take down the Incubus here, or both of them, then that might help us out. Maybe with the Alpha Pariah around us, that will give us a little bit of more firepower and makes us a little bit more... Or she helps us out punching through these forces a little bit more.
So weird.
Okay, I really should now be utterly careful with the overheat here. At least one incubus is nearly down. We are down, but oh my goodness, this was not intelligent. I brought in, but I brought in 3 plague within. That of course is not very good. So if the enemies for now focus a little bit on the Alpha Pariah, I can just trying to bring the Kronos down, the biggest enemy around. Once this one is down, we can focus on the rest of the enemies, and that should help out immensely in taking them down, bringing them all down with no problem right here. But you see through his heavy armor, obviously, it takes a little bit of time to burn through.
Hopefully, that was the last of the Drakari raiding party.
Can we finally move along and kill that wretched Fabius Bile? Fate awaits.
Not before we purge this entire area. I don't want any surprises.
It will be my pleasure.
Okay, the summoned in Plague Within will be taken down. If I collect the Force Death there, for example, we might pull the other one. That might not be that good. But for now, I don't care. Okay, good. I will simply go on here. We need to break through the last stand of the Plague Marines. That means we should be not right around the corner, but I think we are at the right spot, or we are at least going in the right direction in the end. We are just can only find out in the next couple of minutes. Okay, and there the Plague Marines are. Okay, they obviously have a lot of HP. Since, of course, not only a lot of HP, since they are Marines, they, of course, are heavily armored as well. Not as heavily armored, of course, as Terminators, but power armor is obviously quite a powerful defensive system, so to say, as well.
Inquisitor Mercer, you might be surprised to hear that the Drakari were following this Whispering God. That puts them in the same league as your treacherous holy.
First, it was only a loose acquaintance. Secondly, such cooperation is not unheard of, although it is a fairly recent occurrence. Various Eldar and Dark Eldar groups are combining their forces to join that mysterious cause.
Find this development most troubling.
That's the Inquisitor who's on his way to fulfill an ancient prophecy.
Well, whatever. Okay, okay. This is I don't want to call it annoying. It is not. Okay, are they guarding some sort of entrance? Going in a direction I do not know. I don't like a lot. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is now a very bad spot for us, especially with them Havocs around. But we simply can take them down with the fiery form. Okay, these guys needed to go down first, since at least, well, slowly, if you slowly go down with, if your suppression resistance obviously goes slowly down, this is not working out for me. Another one down, didn't drop anything as in, well, not as intended, but as I thought, and this is obviously a dead end. Okay, not going to engage those guys. Question is, am I going right or wrong? One simple Plague Marine is not that much of a problem, but facing more of them is going to be then a bigger problem, I assume. And there we might be.
The Hound of the Corpse Emperor. So glad you are here.
You almost sound relieved, traitor. So keen to atone for your sins.
Our master has been expecting you, Inquisitor, and you have come. Good. I like things to be predictable. You are unlike the Drukhari filth, storming us so unexpectedly. Most annoying.
Okay, now the real battle begins. Luckily, I can only say luckily, we of course have the Alpha Pariah with us. She will do a little bit of damage to the enemies. And now we will together bring the Hellbrute down, maybe. Okay, she brought us down, but after that we will quickly take her down, and this will be her demise stand. And the next stand's the good part. The very good part, of course, is here that she hopefully has not regenerated any health, but even if she did, the Hellbrute, she doesn't have any friends remaining, and that is oh so good for us.
We have fought our way through.
What are we waiting for then? I have a destiny to fulfill, remember?
Patience. We need to regroup on the ship. Then we can storm Bile's inner sanctum.
Okay, guys, and that right now is bringing us to the end of this episode. And you know it, I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, then please give me a little thumbs up and subscribe. Echoes of the Dark Nexus. My work in the Androxia subsector is done for the time being. The Emperor-forsaken area of the Imperium of Man is truly a nest of heresies, conspiracies and ancient Xenos mysteries that will require a tremendous amount of dedicated work to deal with. As a closing thought, I can only quote a legendary brother of mine. There's a terrible darkness descending upon the galaxy, and we shall not end it in our lifetimes. Alright, have a nice day, stay frosty, bye.